Don't know where the link at some point to the draft.
Send it to you.
Yeah, what's the title on that?
It's. I gave myself a note and Ellen sent it to us back when. Otherwise, I wouldn't know where to find it.
Mr. said he was going to zoom in for his last meeting. All right, Russ. The minutes, I wasn't here.
I just sent it to you guys.
Looked like you had progressed to 199
At 190
dash.
-9.
Seem to drive with what I got.
Now. We've got two numbering systems going on. So it's the first 190-9, you preceding all of the red text,
First,
190-9.
Where did you send
Go
it?
to page, what page am I on? I'm on page 19 of 113.
Where did you send that to? Bill?
I sent that to your Verizon,
My
your email,
email,
yes,
my home email.
I think it is, yeah.
There it is.
You say 13th.
you said page 19.
Well, I said page 19 of 113 on
All
mine.
right, what's the first thing on here?
Well, it's 190-9 definitions followed by a whole lot of red ink that starts with adult entertainment.
Okay, I got that.
Okay, we were down at automobile, motorized vehicle.
Repair or cells or storage.
I think we were at storage.
Good question. Are we at storage?
Yeah, Ellen's note is stop here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Page numbers are.
You'll see a ton of red.
91.
190-9. What's that?
There it is, definitions.
So we're somewhere over here.
I can live with that. Any field construction or land used primarily for commercial storage, even more vehicles. With my garage is.
Well, commercial storage would be storage
Right.
for.
Hey.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
So I said, I can live with that. Don't include my garage.
Yes.
Although I do know a couple people who rent space out in their garage to people. Snowbirds.
I never thought of that.
Is,
I hear you, Steve, but I don't see you.
Yeah, I'm looking at the document, so I can't do both.
That's fine.
so is 2 the right threshold?
Pardon me?
Is 2 or more vehicles
Right.
the right threshold?
Mm-hmm. You think it should be more?
Oh, no, I'm just responding to your suggestion that there may be people around town who have an empty garage and
I
a 2-car garage is not
Right,
It's not out of the ordinary.
right. The one I know only
Well-
has one space.
And I think you may be taken care of where it says used primarily for.
That's true. It's nice having a lawyer, okay.
Okay. Just have a lawyer, right?
Some people might argue with you about that. I mean, most of
I
them.
always found it helpful.
We always end up running things through the law. So having one sitting here helps.
It helps.
So I can live with that. How about you guys?
Yes,
Steve, you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
I think bank is pretty,
straightforward.
yeah. Right, so bar. So Jack's will not be a bar.
I'm
It
thinking,
would be a restaurant.
I'm thinking of the trestle.
Yeah, trust
So
it.
that would be a bar.
Well, are they primarily devoted to the production of jazz music? And alcoholic beverages are
That's the
secondary?
entertainment.
Pardon me?
That's the entertainment.
Yeah, their license is for liquor, not for
Right.
music.
Okay.
And food is the bare minimum to make it legal. Yeah.
Should we include the word licensed entity? Commercial entity? Licensed commercial entity?
Because to serve alcohol, you've got to be licensed.
Right, and that's should be part of our definition. I mean, this bar could be my living room.
Yeah,
It doesn't talk about being an enterprise or having a license.
Well, I do remember hearing a lot of stories about.
But his living room?
People on the other side of me call them juke joints.
That was just for information only.
Okay, so you would.
Devoted these,
there's a reason they said an area,
Okay,
and I don't know what that is, but that's a weird way to phrase it, an area.
right,
It's part of a building, it's not the whole building, it's not necessarily the establishment.
an establishment primarily. Devoted to serving alcohol.
well, to Rich's point, why did they choose that word
Yeah, area, I think,
before?
is,
Yeah.
is meant to say,
Not establishment, not
All right,
more narrowly.
so then we could call. The old part of Jack's a bar, and the rest is a restaurant.
yeah, maybe, but I don't think, I'm trying to pull out what somebody else was thinking when they wrote that.
A lot of this was just copied out of other people's codes.
Right,
Yeah,
Area versus establishment to me means not a building.
Right.
right.
You want to read the section of code that you're stumbling with, and I can try and tell you what the intent was.
190-9 bar, area primarily devoted to the serving of alcohol beverage and in which the service of food is only incidental to the consumption of such beverages.
Yes.
Do you have your planner's dictionary there, or no?
I didn't know.
Because I think that came out of there, if I remember right.
Jason checks the upper deck.
They serve food up there as well.
Do they?
It's
All right.
much of a restaurant, yeah.
Golf carts.
No,
The
that wording isn't,
regatta.
I'll read off the ones that are there.
Oh. Here. Yeah.
You're correct. That's the very first one from Blue Springs, Montana. The next one down is an establishment or part of an establishment used primarily for the sale or dispensing of liquor by the drink. The next one, any place devoted primarily to the selling, serving, or dispensing and drinking of malt, wine or other alcohol beverages, or any place where any sign of exhibited or displayed indicating that alcohol beverages are obtainable within thereon. I kind of like the next one, a commercial enterprise whose primarily activity is to sell alcoholic beverages to be consumed on premises. Bars include taverns, nightclubs, private clubs, bottle clubs, and similar facilities serving alcohol liquor. And the last one is a commercial establishment open to the general public which sells and serves intoxicating beverages for consumption on premises.
So I just chose that first one just because it was the closest for New York State licensing, if I remember right.
Okay,
I like number 3, I think. But I would add to that, service of food is only incidental.
we could do that.
And number 3, is that the one that includes the nightclub and stuff? Because I think nightclubs are pulled out in a different section of your permitted uses.
Oh, that would be number 4. Number 3 is
Okay.
any place devoted primarily to the selling, serving, or dispensing and drinking of malt, wine, or other alcoholic beverages, or any place where any sign is exhibited or displayed indicating that alcohol beverages are obtainable within or thereon, and where such beverages are consumed on the premises.
I would drop the signing piece, but add the food. Service of food being incidental.
Sorry.
All right. You want to suggest a wording on that then?
No, I don't know what it is in front of me.
What did you want to put in the food part?
I was gonna suggest, where were you reading? Any place devoted primarily to the selling, serving, or dispensing and drinking of, rather than trying to, I would just say alcoholic beverages,
Okay.
and in which the service of food is only incidental to the consumption of such
All right,
beverages.
so kind of merge those two.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pass the smell test.
Jermaine, we're on bar 190-9.
Okay,
Bill, what do you think?
That's fine with me.
Steve,
Yes,
you okay?
fine.
I'll add those words in while you guys go.
Thank you,
Okay.
appreciate that. Okay. Gets that typed in, we'll go down to bed and breakfast. That wasn't changed at all. Well,
adding the words on premises.
Yeah.
In which the service of food is only incidental
Alcoholic beverages for on-premise consumption.
for on-premise consumption. Thank you.
Premises.
Well,
Everyone reasonably good with that? Okay.
That should be premises.
anybody have any changes they'd like to see to bed and breakfast?
None here, none here.
No,
To me,
I'm good.
Steve, you good with bed and breakfast?
Yes,
How about you? Nope.
Yes, I'm good.
I'm okay with pulling out.
me too.
I'm good with that.
Me too.
Wish we had one.
I think they're. No, I don't think so. They had. Roller
A skating rink.
skating, and they had Ferris wheel and all that in the heyday. Okay, it gets us to cannabis consumption lounge. This definition was taken from the state.
It looks weaker to me.
Yes.
Okay, no comment here.
All right. Anybody else got a comment on that one? Okay,
Just in case something gets changed at the state level, for cannabis dispensary, do we simply want to say licensed by the state of New York and not go into Office of Cannabis Management
For the lounge,
for the dispensary?
oh. Okay, well, let's look at the dispensary.
Yeah, I mean, you just, instead of just saying,
well, it says it's licensed by the state, so if anything changes with the state, wouldn't that be cover it?
well, if you just take out Office of Cannabis Management.
Right, that's what I was suggesting. Yeah,
Right, well,
Yeah.
Okay.
State.
take that out.
I'll do that.
Cars washing station.
The use of a site, that doesn't sound right to me. Site used primarily for?
Yeah.
A site used primarily for washing and all that, it just seems kind of weird.
The
to
use
use
of
the
a site.
use of a site.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Well, the grammar isn't correct. Yeah. I thought you were agreeing that it was okay.
I think he's saying that
I-
he agrees with the change.
Got it.
Primarily for
Why aren't they using car wash? Use
I,
car.
Yeah, as
wash
opposed to
station.
station, yeah.
Good point.
Kevin, is there a reason to call it a cart washing station instead of a car wash?
Again, check the planner's dictionary. It's probably what fit the best for that right there.
And do we want to add boats or is that cover?
It says recreational.
Well, I didn't know if people would understand that.
Might as well throw
And
boats.
that might be why it's station, is because if you take a boat in, you're not going to take it through a regular car wash. You're going to have like a station.
Yeah, like a handheld.
Correct. Yeah, you're going to have like a port that you drive into with like a truck and trailer and spray it off. You're not going to have like a conveyor belt taking your boat through.
No,
The
it almost,
definition that you used is listed as a car wash. On page 104, car wash, the use of a site for washing and cleaning of passenger vehicles, recreational vehicles, or other light duty equipment.
And that was car wash.
Car wash.
So that would cover an automated system on a belt or
Yeah.
a wash where you do it yourself with the wand.
Yeah, it would include both.
It almost sounds to me like when they're using here. The use of a site. Well, primarily, again, is in there. It sounded almost like they were trying to talk about some accessory to.
To a gas station.
Gas station or something like that, you know. But if they're saying used primarily for. It. Any other use would be accessory to the car wash, sounds like.
Yeah, all the other definitions there. Include mechanicals. I think reading it
Yeah,
where you could.
Got
Do it
it.
yourself or
guy comes.
run it through a machine.
Was station staying or going?
I would,
Or take it out.
I would say call it a car wash. That's what everyone knows what it is.
Your lips. You know.
Well, that, you know, Doug's car wash down there in Williams. I guess it speaks now, but Doug's.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess now I'm just a short timer, so I'm not sure what my input was valued at.
Yeah,
You're a lame duck.
I still got it.
That would cover both parts of ducks down there. The do it yourself and the runner through.
as well as the
Mhm.
conveyor belt. Yeah.
Yeah, Wolcott's the same thing. Wolcott's got
Yeah,
a large
they got
enough
both.
one you can take. it.
I think you may want to put boats in there.
Boats. Passenger vehicles, recreational vehicles, boats.
Watercraft.
Yeah, watercraft.
Perfect.
That way if you run your,
Your jet ski?
you know.
Kevin?
Yep.
How does this apply to any of the marinas that do boat wash?
So you have to always ask if it's auxiliary to the primary. So you're always asking, would that business be there without the primary use? If the answer is yes, then that is a new primary use. If the answer is no, then it's auxiliary and you don't count it as a use. So like the marinas that are washing, that you don't count. It's a marina, not a car wash. If they offer car washing service and it would exist without the marina, then it's a car wash.
I got you.
So are the people across the street from the entrance to Arnie's that do the boat cleanup work? We wouldn't characterize them as a car wash, would we?
That would be a home occupation, right? Because that's going to fall under, what is it, 190? Currently it's 190.23, and I don't know what it is in the new chapter, but that'd be a home occupation because they're running a business out of their home. They don't have the signage to show it. They have no outdoor storage. I don't believe they have any employees other than themselves, and they do the boat wrapping. Is it the shrink wrapping they do over there?
I think so. And I know the contract at Caitlin and any contract I've ever had at any boat service is the washing is done on the pullout and it's included, it's part of the storage fee.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Slide it.
the folks across the street are not
No.
operating a car wash.
Well, it's not used primarily for that either.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. Cemetery. That looks pretty acceptable to me.
RIP, CRYP, isn't there supposed to be a T at the end of that?
Yes, there is.
I don't wanna have gang affiliations going here.
My spell checker wanted to put in crypto.
Yeah.
Right. I'll bury my coins up there.
No changes here.
All right,
Columbarium for cinerary.
Which one are you doing?
I think that's like ashes,
Yeah.
Yes.
under crematoriums,
This is like
you'll learn.
Scrabble words.
yeah,
So I would add the term licensed to this, certified and licensed. Unless certified means licensed, I don't,
Okay, to, the storage,
Is
But the
contraining,
apparatus isn't licensed, it's the business probably that's licensed, right?
is contraining a word,
Training.
a location contraining, should that be containing?
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
should.
Yes, it should. Never noticed it. Yeah, I don't think you need to throw licensed in there because if you got the equipment. The crematorium is the thing that is there, the equipment. The business is gonna be licensed, but
okay.
you know, I don't think anybody's operating it if they're not licensed anyway.
no, let's take one.
I'm sure DEC would grab them.
And, you know, you got somebody that is not licensed, they'll say, well, I'm not a crematorium, I'm not licensed. I'm not a crematorium under your code.
Okay. Convention center.
So it's grammatical, primarily used by group. I'm not sure what,
Yeah, it should be groups,
I'm trying to,
by such groups.
trying
And representatives is
to
spelled,
do a spell check on representatives and it's just not letting,
yeah,
by groups. Okay, I figured it out.
That doesn't make sense though, no. Does not include that.
So assemblies and meetings of members. Or
Used by such groups.
representatives of such groups.
Board members. Oh, you're up there. Different. I was looking down at the bottom.
What is that, DGEF,
Which one?
Where it is from,
used by DGES?
I don't have that in mind, oh, I see.
Yeah,
I don't know. Groups that are primarily used,
no, this is,
oh, no.
there's something
We
wrong
got some
there.
duplication going on.
Banquet halls, clubs, lodges, or other meeting facilities.
Yeah, I think that's the last part of lodges. I got stuck in.
Used by such groups. And then the rest of it can come out and. But you gotta put it back where the DGES is, and then just take the rest of it out.
or undo.
Yeah, I know.
I think there was other doing in the middle of that.
How's that looking? Term does not include banquet halls, clubs, lodges, or other such groups,
Facilities,
other such
such facilities,
facilities.
facilities used by such groups. Yeah. Meetings of the members or representatives of such groups at the top now makes no sense to me. What groups are we talking about?
Oh. What did I? What was there before? What's like?
Give me-
It's one of the convention center. Yeah. The facility can do, accommodate 500 more people.
How about organizations instead of groups, such organizations?
Still doesn't make any sense.
And-
You're not, there's no reference to,
Well, I mean, they say clubs, that's an organization. A lodge, I guess I was thinking of the club organization that has lodge in their name. I forget who they are.
I understand that. I think it works fine at the end of the provision there, but up at the front, it says commercial facility used for assemblies or meetings of the members of or representatives of such groups.
No,
Oh, right, okay.
doesn't anymore. Now it says of groups. Because that's what the definition is from the book.
Okay.
So I stuck such in some inadvertently, okay? So commercial facility used for assemblies or meetings of the members or representatives of groups, including exhibition space. Terms not include banquet halls, clubs, lodges, or other meeting facilities used by such groups. This one goes on to say meeting facilities of private or not-profit
Yeah,
groups
I think that's better.
that are primarily used by group members.
I think we
Okay,
have to. put
all right,
that
I
in
can
there.
add that.
Does it make sense to take that reference, including exhibition space? And putting that up, commercial facility, including exhibition space. Used for the assembly,
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
it just gets stuck in there.
I like that.
It's fine. Watch it in real time. The edits being made, you look like the worst typist in the world.
I am. I missed the point that,
Okay.
was it Steve made or Bill made?
So
Bill made and Steve and I
So-
agreed.
Yeah, I agree with
the
that.
beginning is a commercial facility, including exhibition space.
Yeah.
Ah,
Facility
okay.
found including exhibition space commonly used for. You gotta put a comma after facility, otherwise it has to be a commercial facility that includes exhibition space.
Okay. Assemblies and meetings of the members or representative of
Groups.
groups. Sorry about that.
Southeast.
No, as I said a couple meetings ago, if we ever get through the definitions, the rest of it will go much faster.
Slide along.
Convenience store. That one's not bad.
I don't think usually located, it means it may or may not. So I don't think it's necessary to have in there. Usually
Yeah,
located within.
Yeah, it doesn't. I will agree.
So, I mean, what we're trying to get at is gas station with convenience store type items in there, I would assume. Because I mean, there could be convenience store without another use though, too.
Well, Jack's has.
If we were looking at the definition that was above that, I like the last part of it. It says intended for the convenience of the neighborhood. I'll stick that at the behind, at the end, periodical household goods intended for the convenience of the neighborhood. No,
So yeah, how does that, like, Outfitters has food, so are they a convenience store?
That would be a convenience.
in some ways they are.
Everything in this definition.
All right.
Okay.
So the part I'm having trouble with now is under this definition, it must be located within or associated with another use.
It can't be freestanding as.
Right, it
convenience
can't
store.
be just a little convenience.
Can't just, yeah, freestanding C-store.
Let me
Well,
go to the.
7-Eleven.
Any retail establishment offering for sale a limited line of groceries and household items intended for the convenience of the neighborhood. That's the second definition.
Yeah, Frank's was a convenience store.
Hmm,
Frank's was a convenience store.
right,
So how about a small retail establishment, freestanding or located within or associated with another use that offers for sale?
Well, I'm looking out ahead at what this is gonna be used for. So is that? You know, why are, what, if it's associated with another use? Is it
can we just?
the other use that we're worried about, or that's gonna
Right.
dictate whatever decision is being made about that establishment? Or is it the convenience store part? You know, like, I don't know on the far end what this is gonna
What sort of regulation is going to be
right,
superimposed on these convenience stores?
Correct.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's almost like, what are we trying to accomplish with defining it?
Bruce, can I take a crack at that answer?
Yep,
So, Rich, one of the things we run into is we have, if they go to the permitted uses chart, you'll see they expanded it. Our current permitted uses chart has, we'll say, like 22 uses. And most things fall under retail, business, or service and otherwise provided. And then we don't have a lot of things defined. So it falls into my interpretation. And then a lot of people will either take that interpretation or they'll challenge it. One of the things zoning and planning wanted to do this time was expand the chart and then define every single thing in it so that it wasn't open for interpretation. It'll always be a little bit of interpretation on my side, but this way it was black and white. So if somebody comes in for a convenience store or a mercantile shop up to 2,000 square feet, it's defined black and white, and they know exactly what it means.
Well, but
So it won't fall into the catch-all is all.
what if they come in with a mercantile store that has a convenience store aspect to it, where they have a couple, they have a couple shelves of grocery items? Is it a mercantile store or is it a convenience store?
So that's the part where I have to go through with them and I have to figure out what is their actual purpose. So that's where they have to figure out, you have to look at the definitions and see what fits the best. And then if they don't like my interpretation, they can challenge it at zoning board. That'd be their first step. And then zoning board would decide what it is. So it would have to look at the actual like application and say, okay, which does it fall under better? Does it fall under the mercantile up to 2,000 square feet, or does it fall under the convenience store? Like, what are they actually doing? Mercantile, in my opinion, is more like a gift shop idea. You're doing more retail clothing, kind of souvenirs and things. Where a convenience store, you're selling kind of grocery items, maybe tobacco, lottery, things like that. So that's what I'm leaning more towards for convenient. Whereas mercantile, you're more towards a retail shop, like what you see with the gift shops.
I hear you. So I think in this definition that we're using here, or that we're looking at here, I think we can take out located within or associated with another use. I don't think that really adds anything.
Read it again. Read the definition back.
A small retail establishment located within or associated with another use that offers for sale convenience goods. So a standalone place would not be a convenience store if that's all they had. If there was no other use, if it was not located or associated with another use. Does that make sense?
So if we just
No,
try,
that makes complete.
go on.
No, I was just saying that makes sense what you're saying, Rich.
Yeah. Okay.
So we had the word usually in there, that would make it, say that it wouldn't necessarily, not define a convenience store if it was standalone, if we say usually.
Yeah, but that,
Yeah.
I would just
think
take
we're
it out.
You're still looking at the primary use, it would seem to me. So a convenience store would be a small retail establishment used primarily, or that primarily offers for sale convenience goods and blah, blah, blah.
According to this legal resources website, a convenience store is a small retail establishment that provides a limited selection of grocery items and other everyday products.
Hmm.
But it's what,
Yeah, I hear
but
you.
what I'm saying is it doesn't include that.
Located.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't include the,
So if we just strike that section between the commas, usually located within or associated with another use, just strike
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
yeah, I think that makes some sense.
Yeah, the one thing I'd like to do is take the word convenience out of the definition for convenience store.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a circular logic.
And I like the words that you read.
Yes, agreed.
Household goods and
A limited
limited,
selection of
blah,
goods.
blah, blah.
a small retail establishment that provides a limited selection of grocery items and other everyday products.
Yes. That provides.
A limited selection
Selection.
of grocery items and other everyday products.
Yeah, not whether we want to do the simply as or eliminate that. What did it say before?
Retail establishment.
Thank you.
So the word small is obviously vague. Do we want to just leave that, or is it less than 2,000 square feet? Is that? Because mercantile is over 2,000, right?
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna confuse mercantile with a convenience store, right?
That's really a Kevin question.
Well,
He's the one that's trying to avoid vague and undefined parameters that
Well-
people say that doesn't mean that.
but the problem with doing that is the more specific you get, the more you exclude from that definition, and somebody can say, well, I'm over 2,000, I'm 2,012 square feet, so I'm not a convenience store.
Right.
Even though it is, functionally the same thing.
True.
I mean,
Yeah, then you'd want to figure out at what point do you call it a grocery store versus a convenience store? Like, is that where you want to draw the line? And you're never going to factor, Rich can be the first to tell you, you're never going to plan for everything. So, and like he said, the more specific you get, the more you're going to limit something.
Yeah, so I think this is, and the way it's pared down at this point, Kevin, it says a small retail establishment that provides a limited selection of grocery items and other everyday products.
Yeah, which makes sense. And then it would be, like Steve said, like everyone said, I have to kind of do my part where if someone comes in with an application, I have to figure out what's the best fit for it. And if they don't like my interpretation, they challenge me at zoning, which is their right to do.
Sure.
Okay,
All right.
that was easy.
Inconvenient.
Okay.
Are those your words, Kevin, general public?
For which definition?
Community swimming pool. It says any swimming pool other than a private swimming pool, including publicly and privately owned pools open to and there's the words general public are highlighted differently in the text.
No, it's not for me.
Oh, no?
No, that might be right out of the book. I think
All right.
for the Planner's Dictionary.
I didn't know if there was any special reason that those words were
I
highlighted.
think it was, if it's highlighted, it's probably highlighted because zoning wanted to ask about like, what happens if it's like if I remember it was something with what happens if it's a pool, like an RV park that's open to the public. Is that still the general public? If I remember right.
So
Well, but it would be, it also says. And pools owned and operated in conjunction with membership organizations, motels, hotels, and other similar uses. So that would include your
RV parks and other things, right?
park, yeah, I would think.
But an
Yeah,
RV park, go ahead, Kevin.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
If an RV park is a private company that owns a swimming pool, only the people using the RV park would be allowed to use it, I would think. A community pool to me is something that's owned by the county or the village or the town, and it's for everybody. That's what community means to me, but.
Well, it could also be privately owned, Steve.
Right, I mean, it could be,
Yeah.
say the golf club, we're gonna put a pool in.
Yeah, we're gonna charge everybody admission.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, I would, or
As
it's
a
just for members only. I think
City
it's
boy,
that
when I
would be,
grew up, we had, clubs. I belonged to Swim Club, there was about 5 others in the area. You got a membership. Or you paid at the door.
At the door, yeah.
yeah, but I think that all of those would be covered. Yeah. Under this.
Do we define private pool somewhere other than, is there any other pool definition other than community swimming pool?
I'll have to scan down.
You don't want to define swimming pool because the state defines swimming pool, and it's any body of water. I believe it's 24 inches is what they've got it at. So anything that holds more than 24 inches is defined as a swimming pool, and the state is really careful about that.
Yeah,
Because
we,
like even the pool you get at Walmart, that's a swimming pool, and you have to put a fence around it. You have to have a wave break alarm on it. There's a lot of rules with it, so you don't want to get into that.
well, when we began this process in the first set of definitions, we defined swimming pool. Just like you said, with a 24-inch depth versus a portable, baby pool.
We'll have a debate on what a hot tub qualified as.
Correct.
Yep, and the hot tubs have the UL listed cover with the lock on it. Yeah, the swimming pools are a big hot topic in the state, even still. And they'll remain a hot topic because we have been fighting for years trying to get Walmart and the big box stores put up a sign that says you must get a building permit for this pool, and they will not do that. So that $100 pool costs you probably $1,000 by the time you're done with us.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. Then I think we stick with this definition.
I agree.
All right. Church / place of worship. Sure, that includes temples and synagogues and everything else.
I'm struggling with the word not-for-profit, rather than nonprofit. A building used for nonprofit purposes. Aren't there some religious organizations that operate for the benefit of the rector, of the parson, of the
Cult leader.
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with a nonprofit, but the state of New York has
Yeah.
a whole section of law of definitions and guidelines of a place of worship. I was part of a very large church in Columbus, so I was involved in a lot of the review of those laws that are set up within the New York State definition. And nonprofit is part of it. If my memory is correct, okay?
Yeah, your tax status is 501c,
Right.
like the number C.
So if you're for profit, you not considered church.
then you wouldn't be a church or place of worship.
By the definition of state law
Okay,
is my memory, which is getting worse and worse.
well,
The other thing is, in order to be a church within the state of New York, you need to, I can't remember exact terminology, but New York State needs to license you or recognize that you are a church. And I forget exactly how that works, but you might consider, because solely for the purpose of worship is not the sole purpose of a church as recognized by the state of New York. It's also, a lot of them have schools, they have Bible studies. I mean, worship is praising the Lord and singing, but there's also studies and educational, religious educational activities going on.
Pantries, closed closets.
Yeah, but by saying solely for the purpose of worship is too confining, in my opinion.
well, we're only trying to focus on the church or place of worship. Not to say that churches can't have auxiliary operations.
Well, then you wouldn't want to say solely for worship.
How about solely for the purpose of practicing of religious practice? Yeah, I mean, most people interpret worship as praising, praise songs, things like that. There's a lot more going on in a church than praise songs.
So I believe if I remember, then I I think it's in the Planner's Dictionary. The way that they did it was that way because what you just listed, all those things, like the Bible study, all those, that's still counted as worship,
Okay.
I believe.
Well, I mean, why, instead of saying solely, why can't we just say primarily?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever. I just took it right out of the dictionary, I believe, if I
The
remember. I some of it might have gotten piecemealed just because it's been chopped up a little bit, but I think that's where I took it from.
one's out of Coral Gables. But if last definition offered, they have a commentary. It says, no zoning codes allow churches either by right or as a conditional use in residential. Some codes include accessory uses such as schools, coffee houses, daycare, bingo parlors.
Forgot about bingo.
In the definition of church.
So solely rather, or primarily rather than solely, I think is a good
I think that
tweak.
kind of,
That's a good point.
certainly expands it, but we are now at 7:01.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Okay.
I'm Janine, by the way.
I like the word primarily. I think that's perfect.
Village trustee, so I have zoning and planning.
Okay.
All right.
You're both familiar.
All right.
Bad.
How do we make all comments? Comments.
All right, starting our meeting a minute late. This meeting was advertised at the Wayne Times and posted on the village website. We do have a quorum. Call this meeting to order. Action is to review the minutes of the December 15th meeting. If you'll take a second, to look those minutes over. Thank you. Anybody had changes or additions?
None here.
Right here.
I wasn't here, so I can't.
I wasn't here either, so.
All right, well, if the three people who were here have no changes, could one of them make a motion?
I so move that the minutes be approved.
All right, a second.
I'll second that.
All right,
Thank you, Linda.
motion has been seconded. Any further comment? All right. And all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? There no opposition, the minutes have been approved. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
All right. Our first application is a preliminary subdivision review for Thomas Map. 7112 Hillside, split one full-size lot into I should say 4 lots into 2 lots. Yeah, we go back to his original application, which was finalized on 9/3/24. They taken the 4 lots and combined them. Took, they're still substandard, but they were better than they were.
Yeah, the request at the time was to convert the 4 to 3, and we requested that he convert the 4 to
Right. We completed a seeker on July 15th of the same year, 2024. So I would just suggest that we use that we've already performed.
Kevin, does that seeker need to be redated, re-signed?
That's up to you guys. The reason we did the seeker was it went to county. It does not have to go to county anymore. So that's up to you guys if you want to do that.
Well, I would go ahead and accept that we have one that was completed and
Okay.
yeah. Now, this is preliminary, so we'll have to rehear this again in 2 weeks, right?
Correct. Yep. You'll do, so you want to do your public hearing now for it, and then you'll rehear it in 2 weeks for final.
Right. Well, I was just noticing I had Mylars here on my desk. Okay. Anybody have comments about this application?
Go ahead. No, I didn't hear that.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Tom,
Yeah.
down in Florida. Sorry I couldn't be there. I was before you about, I guess it was a little over a year ago, and we went through this whole process.
Yeah.
If you remember,
Yep.
my sister had proposed buying some land from me so she could buy a house or build a house, and then she turned around and bought Susie Bassage's house down in the village. But since I had already started the process, I thought I would continue and see if I could get approval to subdivide.
Right.
Kevin, I was approached, I think the day I left for Florida, somebody wanted to buy one of my lots, and through the process of selling it with the attorney up in the village, we found out that when you approved it over a year ago, I needed to file something in Lyons within 62 days.
Yep.
And I never knew, I didn't know that, or if I did know it, I forgot it. And that's why it wasn't done over a year ago. So Kevin has advised us to start the process all over again. But
this time, Tom. We had a chance to look at the minutes from the previous time you were here. First time you were here was July 15th of 24, and we finalized it on September. So we're just taking a minute here to review everything.
well, I appreciate that.
Anybody got comments on?
I have not.
No.
No comments here.
Steve? Okay, is there a motion to give, whoops,
Do you
anybody,
want to check? Yeah, there you go.
anybody on Zoom have a comment? All right. Sir?
Yeah,
Do you have a comment?
I don't.
All right. Hearing no comments. May I have a motion?
I move that we accept the preliminary subdivision presented for 7112 Hillside Drive to split one full-size lot into two lots, with lot one having 80 foot of road frontage with 10,172 square feet, where 100 foot of frontage is required, and 12,500 square feet is required, and lot two with 85 foot of frontage and 8,554 square feet, where 100 foot of road frontage and 1,250 square feet of area is required.
Or 12,005.
Excuse me, 12,500.
Before you vote, can you make one amendment? Can you vote to recommend it to zoning? Can that be your amendment? Because I got to send it to zoning on Monday.
Yes. And we would like to send this to zoning.
I'll second that amendment.
All right. Any further comments? Hearing no comments. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Hearing no opposition, it is passed. Tom, you'll be going to zoning next week and hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Thank you, everybody, and Happy New Year. We'll see you in the spring.
All right.
All right. Yep. Bye now.
I'm
Did
assuming,
we hear a vote from Steve?
Yes, I said aye.
No.
I'm assuming you're Mr. Fox.
I'm Mr. Drum, but I don't have anything on the agenda tonight. I was actually coming to see Mr. Carey's presentation, but it looks like he was moved to the 20th.
Mr. Carey isn't on our agenda.
I know that now. I didn't know that. Sorry. Where do I find you guys' agenda?
On the village website.
Oh, it is posted?
Yeah.
When is it usually posted? Like 2 or 3 days before?
Usually the Thursday before.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I think I'm all
Well,
set then.
thank you so much for joining us.
Take care, guys.
Good to see you.
At this point, we don't have anything pending.
Did we get kicked out of Zoom?
It says it's still on, but it said it wasn't responding for a minute there, but.
Okay,
No, you're still on Zoom. We can still hear you. We just can't see you.
okay.
All right. Well,
Oh.
that may be a good thing. All right, we're looking for Mr. Fox.
He's on Zoom.
All right,
And he's not here.
Mr. Fox.
Let me see. I can pull my laptop up if he can't unmute. You might have to click his name if you go to the participants and then right click and say unmute.
Where is that?
Gallery view.
Did we lose you? Might have lost him. I will get them back on. One sec, guys. Steve, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
let me get them back on.
I got
Yep,
I got
can
it.
hear.
Sorry, I was muted. That was
problem.
that was on my end.
One sec, Nick. They just disconnected. I think we either have power outage or we have something going on with the boardroom. So let me get them back online. And just
Okay.
stay unmuted for a second, Nick.
All right, Mr. Fox, if you unmute and tell us about your project, please.
It is, yeah, you gotta ask to.
Nick,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, guys. I'm looking to build a 1,670 square foot house, 2.5 stories tall on 7112 Hillside Drive.
Can you say the square footage again, please?
1,670?
Okay. It says 2,600 on the
Yeah.
agenda.
Oh, 1,670 is the living space.
Okay,
And then there's a 3-car garage attached to it.
so the total is 2,600?
That sounds correct. Let me double check that. The total square footage is 3,400.
3,400?
Yeah. It's a 47 by 32 building. So we'll just say it'll have a 1,500 square foot footprint.
It's a 3-car garage underneath.
Okay,
Okay. Continue with, describing your project, please.
It'll be 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Plan on doing standing seam, metal roof. Probably a hardy board siding. I plan on, so if you have my plot map, the northwest or the northeast corner is the high point of the building or the land. I'm looking to build it up to that northeast corner.
So you're looking to build the land up or?
Looking to build the land up, yes.
All right.
I believe there was a 31-inch elevation change from one corner to the other.
Right, which, puts you at just over 30 foot on one corner, and I believe it was what, 32 or 34, Kevin?
it says 34.
34 on the most restrictive corner. But Nick was measuring average, and Nick, I think you had 30 and a half, right? From the kind of the average.
Yeah, 30 and yeah. Now, actually, I'm gonna probably be just backfilling right up to that point, so it's gonna measure 30 foot 6 inches. All said and done.
So that, 34 is where you're gonna build the land up, so it's not 34 anymore.
I'm sorry, what's that?
The corner that you're gonna build up,
Yep.
is that to minimize so that you get under at 34 foot? Or is that for drainage?
That'll be to stay under the 34 foot. I think it'll help with drainage as well. I mean, in my opinion.
We've
Thank you.
we've had several that we've had to send back to the drawing board that were over. And I know that zoning has been very particular about sticking to that. So anything you can do to get that under 31 foot will be advantageous for you.
It's under 30 feet, right?
I figure if he's 30 feet and 6 inches, we can live with that.
Well, but it probably still needs to go to zoning for.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. But I think that they would also be,
They'd be tolerant of the 6 inches, you think?
I believe.
Yeah, I'll backfill up to the edge of the house and then slope the grade away.
Because I
So
can't
it'll,
zoning, but.
Right.
From what I've seen from your drawings and the plans that you submitted, it's a interesting house, attractive. I do like the fact you talking about hardy board. It's nice, resistant.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's great stuff. Doesn't rot. Too bad they didn't have it in 1875.
Are we also in a position to refer this to zoning because of the setback as measured from the front corner of the porch, or is that setback more properly measured to the corner of the house?
that setback's measured from the corner of the porch.
So that 23 feet is to the corner of the porch, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. And the back line's 13. We needed 12 for that. Basically, if he gets closer to 30 foot, I would say, you know, I could vote for sending it to zoning on the condition that he gets that 34 foot down.
Yeah, that's no problem. I can, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem keeping it at 30'6" after I build up the southwest corner. And then I'll just grade, pitch all the dirt away.
Could we get a note on the drawings showing the grading?
Oh, yeah. I can get that.
That would be probably helpful for you too with zoning.
Yes.
Okay.
Any further questions for Mr. Fox?
Mr. Fox, is this gonna be a primary residence?
It will be.
Okay, thank you.
We always like welcoming people to the neighborhood.
I'm excited to join.
Yeah. Mr. McKee, any questions?
I have no questions.
Mr. Kedley?
No, I like the plan and it'll be an interesting project for you, but it'll be super when it's completed.
I think it'll look good there.
Steve, any questions? or-
Nope, I'm satisfied.
Okay. Well, we have to open this up for public comment. Anybody on Zoom wish to comment? Anybody in attendance wish to comment? You're the only one.
That's why I was
Yeah. This is Tom Knapp.
Yep.
I haven't met Nick yet. I think we first talked over the phone, and I wanted to say, Jeannie and I are super excited to get some new neighbors in the hood up there on the hill. It's a wonderful part of Sodas Point that not many people know about, and we kind of like it that way. But it's really going to be fun seeing Nick and this project, and we're kind of excited about having a new neighbor up there on the hill. So I hope you guys can help him get this approved.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Hearing no other,
Would you like a motion?
I would,
I move that we forward this preliminary site plan review to zoning with a yes recommendation for 7112 Hillside Drive to construct a 3,400 square foot single family structure 30 feet by 6 inches high, where 30 feet is allowed, with 1,600 foot of lot coverage on future 8,554 square foot lot.
I'll second that.
okay. Any further comments? All right. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I,
Those opposed? Hearing no opposition, it will be sent to zoning. Mr. Fox, they'll be meeting next week. If you, through them, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Before we adjourn, I want to take a minute and thank Steve for his work. He's done a fantastic job as a member of our board. He may have only been here a short time, but I really appreciate your point of view as a business owner. Something that we have been missing on the board, we have a great board, but I like your ability to see it from a business owner's point of view. And I would like to ask you to continue to zoom in with us, especially as we go through 190. I would appreciate your inputs on that. So, and whenever you get back here, when it's warm, I'd be happy to buy you dinner, okay?
thank you very much. I want to say I really appreciate the board's support for helping me become acclimated to the process. And regrettably, I submitted my resignation, regrettably, because of certain financial situations, especially health insurance was the item that tipped it for us. So I really enjoyed being involved, and I really wish I could stay on, but I'll be happy to Zoom with you guys on 190. And that's a sacrifice, I'll tell you.
Like I said, I'll at least buy you dinner.
So I appreciate everyone. I'm impressed always with volunteers who are doing this for the good of the community and non-paid, and yet it's a community that you guys are helping and gals are helping to improve. So it's always good to be associated with folks like you guys. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Stacy.
All right. Need one more motion.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes,
2 weeks from now is Martin Luther King Day.
all right. I had planned on moving our meeting to Tuesday after Martin Luther King Day. That'd be the 20th, if I can get a quorum.
I'm trying to think, I might have ambulance.
Works for me. Pardon? Works for me.
I should hear.
All right, if I show up, we got a quorum.
Okay,
And Janine, you can always walk across the
I
parking lot.
could, I could.
Okay? All right, now,
I'll move it, yeah, sure.
A second that.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Hi,
Okay,
Thank you, Steve.
thank you.
Thanks,
Yep.
Steve.
See you in 2 weeks, Steve.
yes, sir. In a day.
All right, so we gotta-
You guys will have to end it on your side
I got it.
if possible.